It's no secret that Bill Gates loves his Porsches and once even fought to have an incredibly rare model from the 80s. But he has also been spotted from time to time with electric cars and fancier, more luxurious sedans. And he's got some pretty surprising vehicles in his garage as well, some so incredibly modest that you'd wonder if we're really talking about the billionaire Microsoft founder. So today, we're going to take a look inside Bill Gates' impressive car collection. Before we do, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. When Bill Gates was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, he said that his Porsche and his private jet are his only two crazy expenses. He said the Porsche was an indulgence, and then eventually for my travel, I got a plane, which is a huge indulgence. So those are my two. But it certainly hasn't been limited to that. He's got a collection even Dubai's richest kids would seriously envy. For example, Porsche lovers will be excited to know that Bill Gates shares their love for the car. He owns not one, but 3 Porsches, all of which are classics. And that list is a 1979 Porsche 911 Carrera, which would have been around $95,000. This is the car he would use to commute when Microsoft was based in Albuquerque. This classic piece has since been auctioned off, and it fetched just $80,000. Not that Gates would have felt the loss one tiny bit. The next is an $84,150 Porsche 930, manufactured between 1975 and 1989. This was when Porsche started experimenting with turbocharging technology on their race cars. And finally, one incredibly rare Porsche 959 Coupe, which Bill Gates actually fought to have. What's so special about it? Well, for one, only 337 of these cars were ever made before they stopped production. The 959 was probably the most impressive car to come from the German automaker and the greatest car in the 80s. It was a twin-turbo supercar, and it came equipped with a 6-speed manual transmission instead of the standard 5-speed. It could go 0 to 60 in just 3 seconds and hit upwards of 195 miles per hour for its top speed. These are incredible numbers, not only for a car released in 1986, but also for cars released nowadays. It's no wonder Gates wanted the car so badly. So when he ordered the car, imagine his absolute dismay when it got stuck in customs in America. The 959 still hadn't cleared its crash test and did not meet EPA standards, but he did eventually get his hands on it. This beauty wouldn't have cost anything less than $2 to $2.5 million, but a car this limited will only go up in value, so he's definitely going to hold on to it. Gates has also been seen driving around in a Mercedes S-Class. The ultra-luxe high-end car boasts spectacular features alongside the state-of-the-art technology and a gorgeous dome-shaped top. But it's not all looks. This baby packs a 6-liter V12 engine capable of 155 miles per hour. It would have set the billionaire back a mere $110,000 US. He apparently would drop his daughter to school in this car. And when people saw the richest man in the world drive his daughter to school, it seems more and more fathers started showing up to drop their kids off too. Another unsurprising car in his collection is the BMW 7 Series. Gates clearly has the thing for German cars. The 7 Series also had a version called High Security when it first came out, and it was the first armored car to fully comply with the VR7 ballistic protection standards. The dual-layered tires can withstand bullet attacks. Now, we don't know if it's the bulletproof version that he has, and who could possibly want to hurt Bill Gates? The man has donated over $2 billion to charity, but that extra layer of protection never hurts. The car costs between $86,000 and $158,000, but knowing Bill Gates, there's no way he took the lower range model. Surprisingly, Bill Gates also owns a Ford Focus. You think he'd drive his rare Porsche or his Mercedes to work, but the car he used to travel in his last days in Microsoft was actually the Ford Focus. Clocking in at a modest $17,950, this car has a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder diesel engine which produces 160 horsepower. Another rather understated ride is his Chevrolet Suburban, a car more suited to families living in the, you guessed it, suburbs. It hardly goes with Gates' $131 million sprawling estate. The $66,125 car is powered by a 5.3-liter V8 engine coupled with a 10-speed automatic transmission. There have been rumors that Gates owns sports cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and even ultra-luxurious status cars like a Rolls-Royce. But Gates simply isn't flashy that way. You've only ever seen the Microsoft billionaire in trousers and sweaters, and he's one of the most humble people in the world. Besides, Gates has definitely had his share of fun in sports cars. He was arrested in 1977 for speeding in New Mexico. In his early Microsoft days, he had quite the reputation for his love of sports cars and high-speed driving. In fact, he was spotted flying around to quiet country roads way too often. But today it seems he prefers to go the environmentally friendly route. Bill Gates owns a Tesla Model X, and he invited the author Neil Stephenson to talk about his new book, Stephenson's. The 360-degree interactive video in the Tesla gives quite a peek at the interiors. Model X is a mid-size all-electric luxury SUV, and the car is famous for its falcon wing doors instead of the traditional automotive doors. And that isn't the only green car in the Gates garage. In a video with Marques Brownlee, Bill Gates went to pick up the electric Porsche Taycan, which starts at $185,000. He's definitely following up on his advice to the world. He once said that tackling climate is going to take historic levels of global cooperation, and while many areas need work, the easiest thing we can do right now is to make the switch from internal combustion, fossil fuel burning cars to electric vehicles. The Taycan is by no means perfect. It certainly doesn't provide the range a Tesla does, nor does it charge up as fast, but it's a step in the right direction, and with Bill Gates' endorsement, who knows where they'll land up. Yeah, we're here to talk about his cars, but we can't possibly ignore the $40 million private plane, which according to Bill Gates is his only other indulgence besides the Porsches. The Bombardier BD700 Global Express can seat 19 people at once, and it's definitely something only the wealthy own. He also owns two of the Gulfstream G650s, which are worth $65 million each. Known as the Rolls-Royce of jet engines, we don't think we need to tell you more about how luxurious and powerful that bird is. And that was a peek into the car collection of one of the wealthiest men in the world. Which of them did you like most? I personally wouldn't mind one of those Porsche 959s myself. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and check out more just like it on the King Luxury channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.